Welcome to Local Point, your life, your stories, with your host, David Gale.
Hello and welcome to Local Point. I'm your host, David Gale, for today. Let's welcome into the studio Chad Mortensen with the UBIC committee. Welcome, Chad. Thanks for joining us. Once again, this is kind of an annual thing for you.
Yeah, it is. It's been a lot of fun planning, getting ready for another year.
So maybe for those who are watching and don't know what the UBIC is, or UBIC, or UBIC as you call it, maybe you can give us a little bit of information.
UBIC is our Roosevelt's Town celebration. It's the Uintah Basin in celebration, where we celebrate all of the Uintah Basin, not just Roosevelt.
Sure.
We celebrate all the surrounding communities and towns. Glad to have everybody attend.
What's your role in this?
My role in this is I'm UBIC board director. I'm the head of 7 board director members, plus we have several committees underneath. Everybody has a job and we try to keep them all lined out and doing stuff.
That's a lot of work.
It's fun.
How's it going this year?
It's going good. We got a great year planned. We got a wonderful event coming up. Our main act this year is Trick Pony coming in, our professional show on Saturday night, August 6th.
Nice.
It's going to be a great night. Trick Pony's always been a favorite band of mine, and I was glad to find them.
Good job. So let's back up a little bit and maybe just talk about the dates. Obviously, August 6th.
August 4th, 5th, and 6th is our celebration in the park. It's all free to the public. But first off, we start out with our Queen pageant, which will be July 30th. I believe it is Saturday.
Okay.
And that is for the Miss UBIC Queen pageant, and that's at 7 o'clock at the Roosevelt Junior High School.
Okay.
And then we have a Mr. UBIC pageant Monday night, August 1st at 7 o'clock.
Now,
junior high.
Now, I've never heard of the Mr. side of things. You hear about the beauty queen pageants all the time, and maybe it's not a beauty queen. It's just the UBIC queen.
It's a scholarship.
Okay,
pageant.
so how does that work? Just high school kids?
It's high school kids. We opened it up from ages 14 to 25, I believe it is.
Okay.
And it's kind of fun to watch the guys get out. Sometimes we have talent that is unbelievable.
And so they have to perform a talent as part of it?
You have to perform a talent and you have to have a joke.
You have to have a joke. You have to tell a joke.
You have to tell a joke.
And if you're not funny, you get marked points.
Check. That's one of your qualifications. They also have a lifestyle fitness wear. And it's a lot of fun. It's a fun night. Everybody enjoys Mr. UBIC. And then the guys help out on stage during the weekend.
Okay, and that part of their duty as far as being in that contest is to also do some service.
Yep, they service the community. They come up and they help us on stage and they introduce acts and move things on and off and gives us a little extra help on stage so that we don't make the queens do everything.
That's very good. And you say there's a scholarship involved in it?
For the queens.
Okay, for the queens. Guys?
The guys.
You just get recognition.
Recognition and a cash reward.
Okay, so that's one of the events leading up to.
Yes.
And then they help out during. So let's start with Thursday maybe. You said it was the Thursday the 4th?
Thursday night, the 4th of UBIC, the first night of UBIC. We always start out with the Ute tribe will come and they will be doing a small presentation.
Okay.
They do a number and they start the night out, and it's a wonderful event to watch. That's actually
like a drum circle?
We have a drum circle. We do they introduce several different types of dances. They bring in the flag ceremony. It's a beautiful event. It's great to see, and UBIC has always started. When it started, it was in Fort Duchesne, and we've tried to continue on. That's why we asked the tribe to open
be
up
part of it
and begin our UBIC celebration.
Keep that tradition going.
Keep the tradition alive.
How long has UBIC been going on?
It's been not continual, but almost a little over 100 years.
Oh, you're kidding.
It's a long-running event.
Wow. I had no idea.
Back in the early 1900s.
And it was probably a lot more difficult for people in the county to make it to it than it is now, so we have no excuse not to go.
Yeah. In the beginning, it was the industrial convention.
Okay.
And the committee would bring out people from Salt Lake to teach us how to farm and irrigate and work this land and give us ideas on what we can grow and how to grow it and teach the farmers how to do things.
That's amazing history.
And then it brought in the tractors and
okay.
everything you need for industry. And We changed it in about 86, 87 to the in celebration instead of industrial.
Well, we've got a lot more to talk about as far as what is going to be happening that weekend, but we got to take a quick break. So when we come back, more about UBIC with Chad Mortensen. Stay with us.
Cool.
On the latest episode of Wild Air, we head to Red Fleet State Park with a group of mountain bikers as they hit some of our local trails. We invite Andy Adamson into the VTV6 studio to tell us the story of his San Juan deer hunt. Then we spend some time at the Buckskin Hills Complex for Adventure Days with the DWR. All of this on the latest episode of Wild Air, only on VTV6.
Welcome back to Local Point. We are talking about the UBIC, or the Uintah Basin in celebration, with Chad Mortensen here with us. Let's just get right back into it because there's so much to talk about. Again, August 4th, 5th, and 6th, but you have things that are leading up before that, the actual celebration. We had talked about some pageants, but there's also a pageant for little ones.
Yes, we have a Little Miss pageant that's going to be on August 2nd at the junior high.
Okay.
All the events prior have a charge, but when you come to the park, it's free. So it's a $5 admission to the Little Miss pageant,
okay,
and for the Mr. pageant,
okay,
but the Queen pageant I believe is 10.
Okay.
And the talent show we have on Wednesday night, August 3rd.
And who participates in that?
Anybody that is wanting to perform talent,
any kind of
sign
talent.
up at the Roosevelt Chamber of Commerce office in Roosevelt, or get online and pull some information off and sign up for it.
And did you say that you use some of these people for the actual celebration?
Yeah, first, second, and third place winners in each category will perform on stage at UBIC.
Nice.
It's a nice way to let people see what we've got, the ones that didn't get to see them perform when they tried out. So it makes it a fun event. And along with just the first, second, and third place performers, we have local dance teams, we have singers, we have different high schools that are performing.
Okay.
Getting ready for their plays. They want to advertise them,
sure.
So we put them on stage and they're singing bits and pieces.
And you've even got a parade, right?
We have a parade. We have
when
a
does
beautiful
that happen?
parade. The parade happens at 10 o'clock on Saturday morning, August 6th. We got great parade coming along. We've just got confirmed that Salt Lake City Scots will be up to perform again. Can't wait for that. They do an awesome job. The guys come out with their bagpipes, and they'll do a special performance in the park, in the Old City Park at 1 o'clock after the parade. And
anybody can go to the park on any of the nights to participate in the events, but there are concerts as well.
Yeah.
So the concerts, what's the charge for those?
The concerts are free. It's all in the park.
Well, nice.
We do it in the park. We have concerts after hours. We call it UBIC after hours. The first night on Thursday night, we have Basin Nightlife is going to take the stage, and they're a bunch of kids that have come together and they do different DJ spins. We have six different DJs that are coming to be spinning for us that night, and they got a light show to perform, and they're really excited and happy to be performing this year. And then on Friday night, we have a group called Tempest coming over to perform after hours, and they're more of a 80s tribute heavy metal bands.
All right.
It's going to be a lot of
local
fun.
Group, right?
Local group. And then on Saturday night, we'll be finishing up with Trick Pony and our local group here from Vernal, also Southern Roots, will be performing.
Okay.
We're excited to have them come and perform for us. They do a wonderful job.
And when each day will events be happening? When is it? When people are just wandering around on a Thursday, what time should they show up at the park?
Everything starts on the stage at 7 o'clock, but there's different events that will be going on throughout the days. We have an art show that goes on all 3 days in the church house. It's free admission to get into, to watch and go see the different exhibits that have been brought in. Anybody who wants to put an exhibit in for the art show, we have an open registration on Tuesday, August 2nd. And check your information on ubic.info. We'll give you times and when you can sign up and register to put your art in. But the art show is really good. We fill up the whole gymnasium in the church house right there close to the church, so we keep it kind of together. that's a great event to come and enjoy and get out of the heat and wander through and cool off in the church house. Also, we have children's games.
Okay.
We do that on Friday and Saturday. It's free. Bring your kids, let them come up and be crafty and dafty and have a great time. It's a lot of fun.
There's an awful lot going on. And I'm sure there's going to be food vendors and things like that all over the place,
We'll have
right?
some of the best food around being up in the park that weekend, and I can't wait.
Man. Okay, so again, the website.
UBIC.info.
A great URL, by the way. I don't know how you got that, but it's just the 4 letters .info. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, August 4th, 5th, and 6th. Got some great concerts happening. You got food. It's happening pretty much all at the city park.
At the Roosevelt City Constitution Park.
Constitution Park. That was the name I was looking for. Well, I don't even know what to say except for you should be there. And thank you very much for joining us, letting us know about it.
Thanks for coming out.
Yeah, for sure. Thank you for watching Local Point. Stay tuned for this week's community calendar right after this. Hey, welcome to my favorite thing. It's this week's community calendar presented by your local Vernal Area Chamber of Commerce, building commerce one member at a time. You go to vernalchamber.com to get more information about upcoming events. Now let's take a first look at this week's awesome schedule. We've got some fun stuff happening this week and a little bit of sad stuff, only because it's the last time on Thursday. We're going to get to it in just a second though, but we definitely have something for every day of the week, starting on Monday. So looking at Monday, July 25th, we have a meet and beat. Is that what it says on there? Does it say that? No, it doesn't. Well, oh well. Meet and beat is what they're calling it. That's where you actually go meet somebody and then try to beat them at something. This happens to be Heisman Trophy winner Ty Detmer from BYU, so hopefully you're not playing him in football. It's going to be happening at a golf course. I'm assuming you're going to be hitting at the 16th hole, right? It starts at 5 p.m., Roosevelt Golf Course. Again, 16th hole. Go meet Ty Detmer. How cool is that? Wednesday, July 27th through July 30th, that's Saturday, there's this awesome thing called an ATV Jamboree. I think this is the first year for it. The Outlaw ATV Jamboree. It's a 3-day festival. You got trail riding, events, and entertainment. Basically, if you have an ATV, you get to go out there and ride around all over the place, but then they do some crazy stuff. They're actually going to have an ATV rodeo where, like, you do some rodeo events like barrel racing and stuff, but on an ATV, and you could be involved in that. I can't wait to see what the medical bills are going to be for this thing. It'll be fun. Go look at outlawatvjam.com to find out more information about that. Now over to Thursday, July 28th, Alive After 5. This happens every year. You might be familiar with it. It's kind of an idol singing contest locally here in the Vernal area. It happens at Western Park Outdoor Amphitheater. Basically, every Thursday night, you're going to have a bunch of people come and sing, and then you get to vote for them, and then slowly get whittled down until about mid-August. So every Thursday night, pick your favorite singer. We've got a lot of talent in this area, too. There's always somebody who's just like, wow, where did they come from, right? Okay, moving on to the other Thursday event. This is the sad part. Vernal Excitement. It's our last day of Vernal Excitement. I can't even say it excitedly. Starting at 5:30 p.m. I've been really happy about Vernal Excitement. If you haven't been there yet, you got to go outside. Again, lots of live music and food and vendors right outside the Uintah County Library. It's been so much fun. Thank you, Vernal Excitement, for bringing us so much joy in the month of July. And lastly, Friday. No, is this last? I don't have my full calendar. Maybe it's last. Yeah, well, it's last except for the thing that's happening, the ATV thing that's also happening on Saturday. This is Friday, July 29th, Movies in the Park, right? Out there by the rec center here in Vernal. Starts at dusk. You get to bring your blankets. In the teleprompter, it says blankies. That's how I should have said it. Bring your blankies and cuddle up with your family or friends or whatever. Bring some popcorn, have a good time. Okay, let's take one last look at the weekend recap, all the fun things that are happening here. Monday, you get to meet Ty Detmer in Roosevelt at the Roosevelt Golf Course. Beat him in golf. Hopefully it's golf. Then Wednesday through Friday, we get the ATV Jamboree. Ride all around, be part of some fun events there. And so I think there's music going on as well. Find out more by going to the website I told you about earlier. Thursday, Live After 5 happening. And then also our last Vernal Excitement. Let's give one last Vernal Excitement. And then Friday, Movies in the Park at the Uintah Rec Center. That's all we got for this week's community calendar. Thanks for watching. Like VTV6 on Facebook. We'll see you next week, hopefully. Please.